In this video, we are going to talk about 10 greatest Lamborghini cars ever made. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Let's start today's video. Imagine how boring the automotive industry would be without Lamborghini. What started as a conflict between Ferruccio Lamborghini and Enzo Ferrari came to be one of the most celebrated and exciting car manufacturers in the world. The raging Italian bull of the automotive industry started building cars only in 1963, but their impact surpasses even that of automakers that have been around for much longer. 10. Lamborghini 350 GT. A piece of movable art. That's how we'd describe the 350 GT in one sentence. But besides its looks and shapes, the 350 GT has a remarkable history behind it. It's the first car that set Lamborghini on its road to greatness, as the main Ferrari competitor. The 350 GT was announced at the 1964 Geneva Motor Show and featured a V12 engine reduced from 360 horsepower to 270. And as you would expect, it immediately impressed journalists, petrol heads and everyone else. Soon enough, Lamborghini had to increase the production of 25 cars per month. Unfortunately, only 120 units were built, all handmade, making them incredibly rare today. 9. Lamborghini Aventador. The Aventador, or also known as the Fighting Bull, was first announced in 2011 at the Geneva Motor Show, and it left everyone yearning for it. This is why, although the production was limited to 4,000 units, in 2016, it achieved the 5,000 unit milestone. That's no wonder when you consider its jaw-dropping engine, which is the fifth in-house Lamborghini engine and the second V12 design ever since the 350 GT. It has 690 horsepower and reaches 62 miles per hour in only 2.9 seconds. Today, its production continues, while being one of the most successful Lamborghini models ever built. 8. Lamborghini Diablo. All the sorrows that exist in the world can be drowned in the Diablo. It's the ultimate devil of all the Lamborghinis out there. Also, the first Lamborghini to ever reach a top speed of 200 mph. Who knew the devil could be this fast? If that's the case, we need to beg for mercy. The Diablo gracefully replaces the Countach with its 90s styling. The GT version of it reached 575 horsepower along with 465 pound-feet of torque. Absolutely extreme, which seems to be Lamborghini's recipe for everything in life. 7. Lamborghini LM002. If there's only one SUV in the world we had to resurrect, it would be the LM002. Or also known as the most insane car of the 1980s. This is not a surprise, considering its capabilities, sweet almighty engine noise, and the fact that it's indeed based on the Countach. It's a monster that acts as an SUV. That's why perhaps it was designed for war zones only. The LM002 has 455 horsepower, and while it weighs more than 6,700 pounds, it also reaches 60 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds. Where have you seen an SUV this crazy? Forget the Urus, the LM002 with better technology and fuel economy is the ultimate SUV in the whole world. And that's not an exaggeration. 6. Lamborghini Huracan. Even when Lamborghini plays safe, they don't build anything dull and slow. No, they still create something that, as soon as you glance at it, oozes the Lambo DNA. Named after the Mayan god of wind, storm, and fire, or the Fighting Bull, the Huracan is anything but simple. Although the Huracan features the 5.2-liter V10 engine from the Gallardo, it still manages to bring something new to the audience. That's why it's the best-selling Lamborghini with 14,022 sold units all around the world. 5. Lamborghini Espada. Keep in mind, the Espada is the only four-seater Lamborghini that's not an SUV. That itself makes it a pretty unique car. The Grand Touring Coupe was built between 1968 and 1978, and of course, featured a 3.9-liter V12, which kicked out 321 horsepower. Today, that's not that powerful, but in the 70s, such numbers were quite impressive. Not to mention the outrageous and distinctive styling, which at first might seem weird to you. But it's never too odd for Lamborghini. The Espada was designed by Marcello Gandini of Bittone, the same man who designed Miura and later the Countach. Thankfully, the Espada sold well, and it made it possible for Lamborghini to be the company that it is today. 4. Lamborghini Murcielago. Murcielago is a tremendous theatrical car that probably will get you attention for the rest of your life. But it's more than a poseur car. The real heart and soul of this car is the driving experience, filled with electrifying moments, fastened heartbeats, and wide eyes. Even after all these years, and all the countless supercars, the Murcielago still holds a special place in the car industry. And it's not so much about the power, 580 horsepower seems pretty standard nowadays, but it's the fanatical and wacko spirit it represents. That's what never gets old. 3. Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. 6 elements: earth, water, air, fire, insanity, and vision. That's the recipe for building the Sesto Elemento. Although this sounds cool, the name does not reference the classical elements, but the atomic number of carbon. As always, Lamborghini wants to make it too obvious what this car is built from. Carbon fiber. 2. Lamborghini Countach. The Countach is rare to find in garages, but you can still find it in the bedroom posters of teenagers. It's the car that helped us grow up and dream at the same time. The famous Countach that looks like from another world appeared at the Geneva Motor Show in 1971, and besides all the dramatic styling, it features a V12 that kicked out 375 horsepower. Related. The Lamborghini Countach is bad. Here's why we don't care. And while some people might claim it's ridiculous, that's what makes it so great. The reason new supercars don't excite us anymore so much, it's because they're just vehicles, machines. There's nothing wrong with that, but it also gets boring. And the Countach is anything but that. 1. Lamborghini Miura. When Miles Davis broke his legs in a car crash while driving the Miura, the first question he ever asked was, "Is my car ******************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Miura, probably the most beautiful car ever built, deserves every bit of care in the world. The Miura first appeared at the 1966 Geneva Auto Show, and since then, the automotive industry wasn't the same anymore. At the time, it was the world's fastest production car, the first mid-engined, and the first with a transverse V12. No wonder it's our pick for the best Lamborghini ever to exist. Only looking at its muscular, sleek body with retractable headlights makes us crave for it. No car can ever come close to it. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.